I'm April and welcome to Circle Skirt 101.
In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this high-waisted circle skirt. Here are the materials you'll need.
So the first thing you want to do is measure around wherever you want your circle skirt to sit. So if you want your circle skirt to be low-waisted, right here, or if you want your circle skirt to be higher waisted up here, then that's where you're going to measure. I want mine to be a high-waisted circle skirt, so I'm going to measure right here at my natural waist.
Next, open up the circle skirt chart and find the measurement of your waist in the first column. Then, follow that row all the way to the very last column labeled full circle. That measurement will be the waist of your skirt. Take a large sheet of paper and fold it in half. Then use the measurement from the chart and mark that measurement all around the folded corner. I'm just simply taking my tape measure and marking little dots with a marker. Once the curve is clear enough, I connect the dots. You can use whatever technique you want to do this. The next measurement you need to take is how long you want your skirt to be. Make sure to measure from your waist or wherever the top of your skirt sits. This time measure from the curve instead of the corner. After cutting out my pattern, I added seam allowance to the sides and the waist. To make the waistband, take the measurement of your waist and divide it in half. We are dividing it in half because it's going to be cut on fold. Use that number to draw out your waistband. Mine is 2 inches high. Then go back and add seam allowance on 3 sides. The side without seam allowance will be put on fold. Cut out all your pieces and then face the 2 half circles right sides together and sew down one side. I'm using my new Juki Serger from Sewing Machines Plus, but go ahead and sew with a regular sewing machine if you don't have one. Here's a little tip. If your skirt ends up being bigger than the waistband, run a stitch across the top of the skirt and gather it a little until it fits the waistband. Then face the skirt and the waistband right sides together, pin it in place, and then sew it down. Before inserting the zipper, mark the middle of the waistband, which is going to be at 1.5 inches, since the waistband was 3 inches including the seam allowance. Then place the zipper head at that marking and make a second mark where the zipper stop is. Now face the skirt right sides together again and sew from the bottom up to the second mark. Before sewing the zipper in, go to your ironing board and press the seams back. Then match up your zipper head to the marking on the waistband and pin the folded edge right next to the zipper teeth. Now you can sew it in using a zipper foot. To finish off the waistband, fold the top a ½ inch over and iron it down. Then fold the entire waistband down. It should meet up with the seam of the waistband. Also, make sure to press the waistband seam up so it gets sewn inside the waistband. Lastly, all you have to do now is hem the bottom of the skirt. I know, this part is like the hardest part, but follow my tips and your hem's gonna look awesome. The first thing I do is fold up a ½ inch and iron all the way around. I think the most important part is accepting that the hem's not gonna look perfect underneath. The most important part is how it looks like on the front. After ironing it once, fold it a second time and iron again. This time, pin the hem down as you go. This process takes a long time, but the key to a nice looking hem is patience. Don't be afraid when the hem doesn't perfectly fold over. Instead, manipulate the fabric to lay flat, even if that means there's going to be little puckers in some areas. Make sure to use a lot of pins. This is going to help a bunch when sewing it down. As you sew, the fabric's going to want to move out of place, so go slow and guide it through. And remember that it's okay to have a few puckers underneath. Just make sure that it is nice and flat on the outside. If you follow these tips, you'll realize that hemming a circle skirt isn't so hard after all. It just takes some time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know there's a lot of circle skirt tutorials out there already, but hopefully you learned something new from mine. As always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, leave a comment down below and tell me what tutorial you want to see next.